Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Air Pollution TV. I'm your host Peter, and it is my honor to have Professor Tan with me here today.
Thank you, Peter, for coming again.
Yeah, I know, it's great. It's great to be back. Professor Tan is a mechanical and mechatronic engineering professor at the University of Waterloo. He's also the author of a textbook, I should say, a book on air pollution called Air Pollution and Greenhouse Gases.
Yes.
Chow, can you talk to me a little bit about your book and your research that led to your book?
Oh, thank you, Peter. So the book was released in 2014. It was a 6-year writing process. Okay, published by Springer. Okay, it really just summarized my knowledge and the research and the teaching in air pollution and the greenhouse gas related topics. Okay, it covers not only air pollution, but also greenhouse gases. Okay, which is another important topic related to air as well. Now we have this carbon capture pressure as well. Okay, so that's all it's about. It's mainly for graduate students who are working in the field of air cleaning technically.
Okay.
That's the content.
Okay, yeah, I know I tried to get through it, and at about page 40, the formulas became a little beyond me.
But
so,
the first chapter should be fun.
Yeah, it was great, it was great. So can you tell me, what is air pollution? What is PM 2.5? Can you just very, simply,
Very
what
briefly,
is it? Yeah, from the beginning.
Put it that way. Whatever you don't like in the air is air pollution.
Okay.
It just had too much in it. Okay, for example, oxygen is something you like. Okay. Nitrogen is inertia, which really don't have inert. It really have nothing to do with your health. But the carbon dioxide, okay, 300 ppm is fine, 350 ppm is fine. But if you have too much, reach 5,000 ppm, say for example, it could kill us.
Okay.
Right? For toxic gases, just like too much. If you look at all the gases in the air, they are there already for millions of years.
Okay.
They were not considered as air pollutants, just naturally part of the air. But now if you have too much, for example, power plants keep burning coal, they release sulfur dioxide into it, nitric oxide into it. Okay, when we have too much, it becomes air pollution, when it affects either our health or the environment.
Okay.
That's the definition, okay?
Okay.
In the air pollution one, emerging one is called PM 2.5. PM stands for particulate matter. It is the particles or droplets suspended in the air. We call it the particulate matter.
Okay.
Sometimes we call it aerosol. It's a really, excuse me, the mixture. Okay. Then PM 2.5 is basically the particulate matter where the particles have a size smaller than 2.5 micrometers. Micrometers is a very small dimension. Basically, our human hair is about 80 to 100 microns. Really, when it gets to 2.5 micrometer, you really can't see it, but you still feel it when you keep inhale it for long enough.
Okay, and so my understanding is that these PM 2.5 or these smaller particles can get into the human lungs and into the bloodstream. They're that small.
So PM 2.5, there's all those smaller ones, right? PM 2.5, 2.5 micrometers can get to your respiratory systems or bronchs, okay? But for the nano ones, remember they are also covering this range. Very, very small particles, which we call nanoparticles, smaller than 100 nanometers, which is 0.1 micrometers. Imagine how small it is, okay? Those particles could penetrate through your respiratory system, your lungs, okay? But most of them still captured by the lungs. They are filters anyway. The chemicals carried by the nanoparticles would be eventually dissolved by the blood, by the liquid we have in our body. That's how they get into the circulation system. Eventually the chemicals will join the bloodstream and then circulate all over our body. That's how air pollution affects our health, which could be very dangerous if it is exposed. We are exposed to the air pollution for long enough. That's why air pollution is a long-term health effect rather than short-term. Okay, you wouldn't die if you're exposed to air pollution for years.
Okay.
So but if it's long enough, it could kill you. Okay.
So limit exposure to air pollution and PM 2.5. Is there a certain level, you know, we see these rankings, PM 2.5 over 50 or over 100.
Yeah.
What's your opinion on this? Is there a number that's where you should be wearing a mask or you should be staying inside? What's your opinion on that?
I would say it's more like it's a standard. Those standards apply to on average statistically. It really depends on your personal health, right? If you are more sensitive to air pollution, you really want to wear it at a certain level, the dust mask, or get to a cleaner environment. If you are pretty healthy, have a strong immune system, really, like some people smoke for the whole life,
Yeah.
they still live 80 years longer and 90 years longer. But it doesn't apply to the general public, especially for the young kids and the senior ones. They are very sensitive to air pollution. When the air pollution level gets to a certain level, let's say hazardous or at certain risk, really you should protect yourself when you can.
Yeah, no, I
afford
can
it.
imagine
Yeah.
young children are
Yeah.
very susceptible.